Right when I pressed record, the Shibas started barking. Hey everyone, it's Meg, and today I have some fun news. This is going to be a kind of rambly, not super organized video. I just wanted to let you know that I was invited by Ubisoft to preview Assassin's Creed Shadows, and I just wanted to share some of my thoughts on it. I don't know if that interests anyone. First of all, I just want to say I'm very thankful that Ubisoft considers me for these opportunities, and I am fully aware that I am representing y'all in this community, and I would not be here if it were not for you. Like, let's just put that out there. I'm not a professional gamer. I'm not a historian. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl who loves Assassin's Creed, and honestly don't know if I would love it as much without the hype that this community has given me from our long journey of playing Assassin's Creed 1 and failing and falling off of cliff sides, and that leap of faith glitch, which was just the best. It really was. It was the best. To now, where we get the Assassin's Creed game. We get the Assassin's Creed game set in feudal Japan. I also want to preface this before I forget by saying I am watching Shogun, such a good show, and it is in a very similar time period. I think it's only like a decade or 2 decades afterwards. So I'm so hyped about this point in history. And yeah, let's just get into my thoughts. I thought it was awesome. Did I cry? Yes. Do I usually cry about a lot of things? Also, yes. However, I did not expect to cry with this, and I did. I can't tell you anything about the prologue. I'm also going to make this as spoiler-free as possible because I've been trying to get some Shadows information without spoilers, so there you have it. So I got to play as both Yasuke and Naoe. There was a whole prologue, which I can't talk about, which was, I think, my favorite part, but I can't talk about it. Maybe after it comes out, we can chat. But it's, I guess, important to say it was a work in progress. I don't really know the builds or like the technical stuff. I did check out the outfits and the customization elements and loved what I saw. Was so cool. Me and my demoist, by the way, my demoist was amazing. I don't even know if I can say his name, but he was so fun, and we were just so excited together. It was such a like lovely preview experience. But for the part that I can talk about, played as both Yasuke and Naoe, and I thought I would want to choose Naoe more because she's a girl, represent, but also because like I thought, well, you know, I really like the stealth in Mirage. I loved the stealth in Odyssey. And that's, you know, it's an Assassin's Creed game, so we're going to stealth it up. However, if you can believe it, I kept coming back to Yasuke. And I think it was a combination of the gameplay. And I switched out some weapons of his, but loved the long katana. And he's not as heavy as you would expect him to be. I think he felt, I know this is a weird way to put it, but he felt more aggressive and lighter than Eivor. And I don't know if that'll make you guys raise eyebrows. I don't really know. I don't care. This was just true for me. So it was almost like it took the best parts of Valhalla combat, which was heavier. Granted, I played 11 hours. I didn't finish it. But it's not just any kind of tanky build with heavy armor. He is very strong and limber, and then it feels almost like choreographed, you know, martial arts combat, but then he will get aggressive. So it feels like the aggression is planned and calculated. And so hitting and the moves, the special moves, love the black and white with the splashes of color, which is a big thing with martial arts. There's a specific director Caleb told me about, but I forget his name. It was just so fun to be this large presence, but to still have that mobility and capability. I just kept coming back to him. So the gameplay on his end, did not think I would be so excited for it. I knew I would love his character. Didn't think I would love to be the heavier, like samurai type with like bigger weapons, but I did. And that's the gameplay part. And his character, guys, y'all know I play Assassin's Creed games for the assassins. That's why I didn't vibe so much with Valhalla, because I didn't feel like I knew Eivor, and it makes sense with what Valhalla was going for. However, personally, I gotta like love and feel connected to the protagonist or protagonists. And I loved both Naoe and Yasuke equally. I was equally interested in them. And something about Yasuke's facial expressions and his demeanor it was so good, y'all. Like, he's so expressive. He's so diplomatic. That's something I didn't understand. Maybe they talked about it in previews already. He was so like, that's the one, maybe not necessarily Naoe, from what I played, the part that I played, to talk to people. You know what I mean? Like, that's the diplomat. And it's so funny to me because you just wouldn't expect that of him. But he's actually quite patient and understanding. And he's just a very well thought out, fully formed character. And y'all know my expectations are high on that. Naoe, it's hard because I can't talk about the beginning part. Ugh. But she is such... Let's just say, before I actually like break an NDA or something, they are strong characters. They are strong. Okay. And if you love Ezio, if you love the personalities from the assassins that are louder and clearer, I feel like it's almost both. Naoe feels the most similar to Ezio than any protagonist, including Basim, because I know people thought, well, no, Basim gives Ezio vibes, but the game itself is like very similar to Assassin's Creed 1. Naoe, I can't tell you, but if you're an Ezio fan, guys, it's her. It's her. And then even though I didn't have that much time, Yasuke feels like, I won't even say like a gentle giant, because he's not gentle. He's so much. He's everything. He contains multitudes. Girl, when I tell you I love him, I really don't think, if you're excited for this and you're excited for his character, I do not think it will let you down, just from what I played, honestly. But he kind of reminds me of like Connor and even Altair, inquisitive, talkative, but like wanting to understand. And for the quest that I did, it was so funny because it involves this kid who's like kind of being held hostage. It's like a lord who gets tossed around. It's a thing. If you know, you know. It happens in Shogun too. But you're kind of introduced to him, and I went to talk to the kid. And it's so funny because my demoist after was like, I have been begging people, not begging, but I've been just like wishing for people to talk to the kid because it changes the quest, and they don't, because it seems optional. So take that information and do what you will with it. I think it makes for interesting role playing, and it reminds me of Bayek, because we all know Bayek, his relationship with kids. Well, I don't know if I've spoken about it a lot, but I was lucky enough to be invited to a Zhao meet and greet, I guess you could say, Zoom call with Abu Bakr Salam, and he spoke about Assassin's Creed Origins and how they had originally written Bayek as a very, very angry character, but more one-dimensional when it came to kids. Like, he couldn't even look at children, and if you know, you know. It makes sense. But he really advocated that Bayek be cheery and like interact with them. And he was the one who offered that. And to me, that totally made his character, because that's a person, you know, he can't fight it. He might want to like close himself off and close his heart to kids given his past, but he didn't, and he doesn't want to. I thought it made so much sense for Yasuke's character to go and talk to him. I thought it adds so many dimensions, because apparently that kid, if you don't talk to him, will be silent. If you fast forward and like as he escorts you later, he won't say anything to you. So there's a role-playing element to it, and you're given the option to like play the canon version or to kind of choose the dialogue choices yourself. I will say the dialogue choices felt very different to me, and it might be the heaviest on the role-playing thus far, but also the closest to an Assassin's Creed game. It felt to me like the Assassin's Creed game. So I didn't even say this yet either, but you have the option to either play immersive mode, which is Japanese and Portuguese with English subtitles, or your preferred language. And I asked my demoist, and he recommended this, and I also was like, that sounds awesome, because I'm watching Shogun. I decided to go with immersive and hear them with the true voices that they would be speaking in. I personally loved it, loved both of the voice actors for the protagonists. I'm interested in seeing some clips. I don't know if I'll go with it for the official playthrough.
Yasuke だな。会えて嬉しいぞ。お主は信長公の最後にも立ち会うたとか。
黒田殿、ご高名はかねがね。直江ともどもお呼び立て、強烈に存じます。中国攻めでのお働きをはじめ、秀吉様のご成功の陰に貴殿ありとは皆の知るところにございまする。
噂には尾ひれがつくものじゃ。
Oh, it just felt like watching a really good anime, or, you know, it makes a difference. It really is immersive, but if I hear differently about, you know, other voices, like maybe the English voice actors are really, really good as well. We'll see. And y'all can let me know as well. I do plan on recording it as soon as it comes out. And there was that option, and you can change it anytime you want. You can get out of immersive mode according to my demoist. I think there are other like filters and stuff. I'm not sure. My main priority was to look at the outfits, and there were some really cool outfits and costumes, and so many weapons that felt super authentic to the time period, and like no qualms about that. I really liked, there were certain elements I really enjoyed, like at one point I did a haiku, or no, it wasn't a haiku. Well, we did do an haiku, sorry. We did do an haiku at one point, but there's also drawings and like just really beautiful moments with nature in the outdoors that I'm really glad that I got to see, because you know how you can like pet the fox in Ghost of Tsushima, and also the haiku moments? It's like that, but it's also unique and different and specific to what they created. There was clearly like so much love in this and appreciation for the environment and the culture and the history, and they take it seriously. For me, they've always taken it seriously. Like, they literally make discovery tours and hire historians who are experts in the time period. So for me, I'm like, yeah, there is a cinematic quality to what I played, and I don't think I can tell you about it. The pacing and the overall, like, it's almost fantastical, but it's rooted in history. It's so, and then you can kind of feel like the threads perhaps coming together with all the assassins. I can't say anything. I really can't. I can't give details, but it feels like this game is like a culmination of, it was so good. Let's just leave it at that. I thoroughly enjoyed what I played, and I am even more excited now. I don't know how to describe it. It feels perfect for if you are a long-term AC fan, or like me, you've played some of the original ones in the past couple of years for the first time and you're like, shit, I love that and I miss it. Can't even fully express. I'm so excited to experience it with you guys. Combat was challenging too. Played on normal. It was challenging. Loved Naoe's the fact that she's the only one who gets the blade. Loved her stealth. It felt like a puzzle. It got me sometimes. It was challenging in a good way, not too challenging. I kept being like, let's get back into it, you know. Yasuke was just like very powerful, but also, you know, we did like a couple mobs and a little, well, no, we did a mini boss and then we did an actual boss, and there's just like so much drama and twists and turns. This is like the most unorganized video ever, but I am going to put my gameplay throughout. You get to see, and I guess you're not here for like actual information. You're here to know my opinion. And my opinion is it was such a fun preview experience. And I went in with kind of neutral expectations because let's just say I'm playing Mirage. I'm not in a hurry. You know, I go in neutral. I don't have intense expectations. I think it's amazing that a game like this can even be made. You know, I'm just someone who's personally been interested in Japan, has visited in person, and has always been interested in their very long, complex history. Plus, with Assassin's Creed, this is like my dream. So going in with neutral expectations to then coming out being like, I can't wait, and I can't wait for everyone to see this and play it, that says something, at least to me. Yeah, I'm so freaking excited. I really do think most of you will love it, of course. I'm just so excited. I am so freaking excited. And I can't, especially the stuff I can't talk about. I'm so excited to see and hear what y'all think. I think you're gonna be blown away, truly. So thanks again to Ubisoft for inviting me. I think my code might work. This is not sponsored. MegMage in the Ubisoft store because I'm a partnered creator. Not sponsored, just you could try. If you're gonna buy anything on the Ubisoft store, just put MegMage in there and see what happens. Just see what happens. Love you all a lot, and I'll see you for Shadows and also Mirage if you want to check that out. Yeah, I'm so excited. Bye bye.